Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying Chicago's own Vito and Nick's 2. This is a cracker thin crust premium pizza. This is the sausage and pepperoni. It was $8.99 at Meijer. I'm going to go ahead and open the box.
Watch for those paper cuts.
Yes, because it doesn't like have a tab where you slice it. So this is what it looks like. You want to take it out of the plastic. You can heat this, bake it on a gas grill. We are going to be baking it in our regular oven. You want to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. And then slide the pizza off the cardboard. Keep the cardboard. I recommend keeping the cardboard so you can cut it when it comes out. And then you want to bake it for 15 to 20 minutes. We have done 2 previous videos of these, and 20 minutes is perfect for our oven. So I'm going to put it in exactly like it is. I'm not going to rearrange anything, and we'll be back in 20 minutes. So this is after 20 minutes. And it looks absolutely delicious. It smells really good too.
It does smell good.
Has a really nice smell. So Kevin cuts these into 6 pieces. And when we have frozen pizza, it's just the 2 of us. So he eats half and I eat half. That's how we divide it. So we just half it. So we're gonna get this over on a plate, and then we'll be over at the table to give it a try. So we have sausage and pepperoni, and as I said earlier, these we've reviewed. This is the 3rd one. So we've reviewed a sausage and mushroom, and then a sausage, and now this one, sausage and pepperoni. I did go to their website. Their website is Vito and Nick's 2 frozenpizza.com. They do have a plain cheese. They have a plain pepperoni, and they have a supreme. So I'm hoping that
we're gonna look around at another location maybe.
Yes, at Meijer, because we've only seen these at Meijer in our area. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking around to see if I can find those other 3, because these have all the 2 we've had at least before. They've definitely been worth getting again.
Yeah, the sausage is really good.
So this, it says 1/5 of the pizza, 150 grams, is 420
Definitely
calories.
highest of the 3 we've tried.
Definitely the highest, yeah.
Because the other ones have been 3 something.
Yes, and they're out of Chicago. So
I got sausage and pepperoni right on the end. The cheese all came off.
Vito and Nick's is a restaurant in Chicago. I wonder, you know, a lot of Chicago pizza they're known for their deep dish pizzas. And these have all been cracker thin crust. And I'm wondering if Vito and Nick's, do they do deep dish pizzas too? Or are they just known for their thin crust? Is that their thing? You know, because everybody has their own thing. And just because somebody else does deep dish doesn't mean you have to do it too.
I'm thinking they said in the story you've read before that they started with the mom's or the grandmother's cracker thin crust. So I think they started with that. Now whether they added something to it, I don't know. But they started with this thin crust.
Right.
So, what do you think about the pepperoni?
I haven't gotten one yet.
Oh.
Huh.
Well,
You know what? I'm just going to get one
There you
off.
go.
It's hot.
Yeah, 20 minutes seems to work pretty good. And there's plenty of sauce and cheese on this, even though it's a thin crust. They put tons of toppings on there.
I like the texture of it.
It's not a spicy pepperoni though. I know you like a little bit more of a spicy one.
No, but that's hard to find on a frozen pizza.
Yeah, it is. They usually don't put spicy. I don't like them hot and spicy.
You know what? I ate it all by itself, and I do have some spices there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I haven't done that. I've just eaten it with other stuff.
If you have it all by itself, there's definitely some spices there. And I don't know that you would necessarily notice that with the sauce, with the red sauce, with the sausage. I think you do need to eat it by itself to appreciate that.
It reminds you a lot of the is it the Hormel brand or whatever you buy at Walmart just in the package?
Oh,
The sliced
you're talking about pepperoni.
Yeah,
Yes.
sliced pepperoni. It
Yes.
reminds you of the same flavor as those, about the same amount of spice, honestly.
I think this is better.
It's better.
Really do
I
like
agree.
it
It's better quality. I'm just saying the flavor reminds you of the same spice level as those.
Mm-hmm.
It's not spicy really, even by itself. A little bit, but not much.
I like this better. I like it. I think it bakes better. Sometimes when you, I don't know why, but sometimes when you have a frozen pizza and you bake it, same amount of time and everything, the pepperoni doesn't necessarily get crispy at all. So I'm glad that this did get a little bit crispy.
I'm also impressed with it didn't get greasy in the middle, because a lot of pepperoni pizzas will get like literally grease.
Isn't
like,
that the truth?
There's no pools of grease anywhere on this. It's really good.
It'll be,
and the edges get good and crunchy too.
yeah, they do. It'll be interesting to see if we can find that pepperoni. If you're making like a whole pizza with just the pepperoni, if it does get greasy.
I don't know. It's hard to say. You would think the sausage and the pepperoni together would get greasy. We've never had one of these that had any grease setting on top at all. That I remember at least.
No, not at all.
But just saying a lot, because we've had lots of pizzas that were pepperoni and sausage and ground beef and all that kind of stuff, and they almost always get grease on top of it.
I really do love, my favorite part is that crust around the edge, because it gets so dark and you get that dark cheese.
And if you wanted to, you could get the center part of it that crisp too. You just have to bake it a little bit longer, because they said add 3 minutes if you wanted a crisper crust. You could definitely add 3 minutes to that. It would be really good.
And I love the tomato sauce. We've said that every single time, that it's not a sweet red sauce, which I'm glad. I don't want a sweet red sauce.
Like a marinara. I've never really liked a sweeter tomato sauce.
Yeah, I mean, I like marinara, but I don't want that. I just don't want that sweet red sauce on my pizza. But this is delicious. Truly, they all have been delicious.
Yeah, I don't complain about any of them.
I would really like to find, I'm really curious about the cheese, because it's just cheese, and we've had a lot of cheese. And we have our favorites that are just cheese pizzas. And so it would be interesting to see how it stacks up to our 2 favorite cheese pizzas. And then also, I'm really curious about the Supreme, because I don't know what all's on their Supreme. I didn't look close. I saw it on the website, but I didn't look. So like,
most of them have peppers and onions at least.
Right. So that's what I'm wondering. The issue a lot of times with the frozen Supremes is they get watery, and you don't. It just tastes. It doesn't taste good, and so. But we've had some good ones. So
most of the time the vegetables don't bake crispy. They get they're kind of mushy.
Right. Yeah. So I'll be interested to see how they do it. If it's better. If if it's watery too. We'll just see. So hopefully we're able to find them.
Yeah. I've been impressed with all 3 of these. I would buy any of these flavors that sound interesting to you. I think you're pretty safe in buying, especially if you like a thin crust with quite a bit of toppings on it for a thin crust pizza, because most thin crusts don't have much.
Right.
Or they're not this size. Like I've said before, the sausages are usually smaller, crumbs more than hunks. These are like meatball size almost. So
it's very well covered.
Yeah, it's really good. And the cheese is really well represented.
It's hard to hold it without wanting to take a bite. So
that's why I had to sit my down for a little while.
I know. Because if you're holding it, it's so good, you just want to eat it. Right. So, out of the 3 we've had,
I think this is my favorite.
I think I'm going to go for this one too. Although I really love the sausage as well. I
like that just a little bit extra, a little bit different texture, and a little bit extra, just a little teeny tiny extra spice in the
I do too, in the pepperoni. I like that too. So you'll have to let us know. I've said it every time. If you've ever had Vito and Nick's, if you've been to Chicago and you've tried them out, we would love to hear from you. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.